Well, hello whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Dearly beloved and I are walking here in what's called the Fruit Valley in Sint-Truiden in Limburg, Belgium. And we saw acres and acres of orchards with cherry trees. We came across a cornfield and we also came across a field full of wheat. Now, let that be a lovely bridge to the whiskey that I would like to talk to you about today, because this is not a single malt whiskey that I will be talking to you about. Today, I would like to try a single grain from France. And wheat has something to do with it. Well, yes and no, because wheat is, I'll come to that in a second, but what we have here is the Eddu whiskey. The Eddu whiskey is a whiskey from the Distillerie de Menhirs, which is in the northern part of France in Brittany. They were founded in 1986, but they only started distilling whiskey in 1998. Now, as it says on the bottle, it's from blé noir. Now, blé is the French for wheat. So blé noir, literally that would mean black wheat, but we know it better as buckwheat. This means that this is a single grain. This one is the Eddu Brocéliande. Now, Eddu means, like I said, means buckwheat, but Brocéliande is actually the name of the enchanted forest from the Arthur legends. It's about an hour's drive from the distillery, in fact, and it is rumored that Merlin, the wizard Merlin, has his tomb there. Anyway, this Eddu Brocéliande is actually matured first on Limousin casks before it was finished, on Breton oak. Breton oak made from the trees of the enchanted forest Brocéliande. If you can see, this is where we are in France. There you go. Anyway, let's give this one a try. A single grain from France, from buckwheat. You don't get that every day now, do you? And you can see it's got this beautiful full golden to almost amber color. And that's, of course, from the Breton oak in which this single grain was finished. It is bottled at 43% ABV on the nose. Oh, very aromatic indeed. I get candy and flowers. I get some carnations and hyacinth in a combination with violets, the purple candy I mean. Some light brown sugar, some dried apricots and a hint of roasted almonds. And some soft spices, some vanilla, some cinnamon. It's a unique nose and, in my opinion, quite entertaining. Right, on the palate. Light-bodied, it's true, but nevertheless, notes of flowers, vanilla, some unripe pineapple, apricots again, mirabelles, and then some warm spices from the Breton oak. It's nicely integrated and it's nicely balanced. This is a very entertaining single grain whiskey indeed. On the finish. Medium long, spicy, and at the death I get this uppercut of cassis, and then it becomes a bit drying towards the end. Well, it's very special, it's quite unique and enchanting, if you see what I did there. And at the World Whisky Awards 2020, this single grain got the award of Best French Grain. I'm not surprised, it is quite unique. What I am surprised about is that Jim Murray in his Bible scored this 92.5. Wow, does it surprise me? No, not really. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is this is a lovely taste experience. Something you've never tasted before, this Eddu buckwheat whiskey, a French single grain. And it has actually conquered a space on my shelf. I will be keeping this on hand. It's also a bit of a conversation piece. If you pour it to people who've never tried this sort of thing before, they will be happily surprised. And that's all for this Whiskey Rambling. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you again at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you. Bye-bye.